We will work till Jesus comes.
In Clarksville, Virginia,
Till Jesus comes.
a pair of bridges move traffic across the Roanoke River.
Jesus coming.
But just down the road in Buffalo Junction,
This home.
you'll find another span, but no body of water in sight. It's a bridge to another time.
But I love being from where I am and who I am.
George Sizemore turned 101 in November.
Just another day.
He has lived nearly every one of those days in the same farmhouse.
We never had a lot of money, but we had a lot of love and within the area.
With the help of oxygen, George shares stories of working the family farm.
On the farm, they always had something to do. I think that's one of the most beautiful life that a man could live, to be born in the country.
The man who fought in the Battle of the Bulge during World War II married his sweetheart, Laura May, after the war.
It was taken right there by that window. That tree was right beside the house. The most beautiful woman in the world.
George endured a deeply segregated South, but never let it define him.
If I can't come into your house, why should I come to your door and knock on your door? You can't take two wrongs and make it right. You got to let that go.
He credits his longevity to hard work. George retired at 93, strong faith, and good genes.
Everybody said, well, you look like, I don't know.
His father, Benjamin, was a mountain of a man.
Thought he could lift anything. He was 6'6", 290 pounds.
The elder Sizemore made quite an impression, not just because of his stature, but his story.
You better believe it.
George's father was born into bondage in 1858.
He couldn't read and write.
Big Ben finally found freedom from slavery at the end of the Civil War. He was 7. As an adult, Benjamin married, bought land, and farmed.
He's a very spiritual man.
His son George entered the world when Big Ben was 61.
And most people will wonder why, in my age, that my dad could be a slave.
Growing up, he admired his father for never holding a grudge.
He never spoke about it.
Benjamin passed away in 1931 when George was 13. 90 years later, his late dad still inspires.
Wanted to be like him, but I didn't see how I could be that good.
The historical significance, being one of the nation's last living children of a slave, is not lost on this centenarian.
You know, sometimes I wonder, how did he overcome that? Everywhere I go, oh, I'm going to let it shine.
Bridges carry cars and trucks.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to let it shine.
But listen closely. This bridge carries a tune
I'm going to let it shine.
while whisking you to the distant past.
Let it shine.